Hello everyone, welcome back to a channel. And today in this tutorial I am going to show you how I add this car windshield crack. So as you can see, I basically comb this car windshield crack, and I'm going to show you some of the technique which I use to properly integrate this element, and some of the ideas that you can implement in your shot while you are comping. And this is, as you can see, this is the whole script for this shot. Basically I will walk through entire script and I will show you step by step my process about comping this kind of 2D element, 2D task. So this is we called 2D element, because so for that crack, this is not a CG, this is just a crack image, and we need to integrate it properly. And as you can see, all these bouquets and everything. So I will show you the footage itself first. So as you can see, so this is the footage, and this footage is coming from Action VFX. So they have two angles, this one, so this one, and the second one is the wide one. I choose the close one so you can see much better closer look, and this is the final comp for this shot. So let's see the step-by-step process. And as you can see, we have this all the range, as you can see, because in the comp we have that full range, as you can see. So we have to maintain in our comp also when we adding this windshield crack. That time we also need to maintain all these high values. So as you can see now, and it's looking pretty good. I will share this script in my Patreon, so you can download. And also I'm going to walk through the entire script, so you can if you want, you can build this kind of script from scratch. So let's see the step by step. So the first, I will show you this footage. So as you can see, I have this footage here, and first thing, we always need to do a tracking. So for this shot I choose to do a camera track because we have a very good perspective. As you can see, the front one is very close to the camera and the top one is far away. Obviously this is a car, so we need to do a camera track because of the camera movement. So I did that. As you can see, I get 0.63 error threshold, so it's good for this kind of shot. So then I need to place a card. So as you can see, we have this shot here, and if I show you, so as you can see, this is the card I place it, and I also exported the lens distortion from the camera tracker. And if I merge only the card with the wireframe, now you can see how this is moving. Let's disable the point cloud. So for my experience, this is looking pretty good, and it's properly sticking with this plate, as you can see. And to get the exact position where this windshield is, I use model builder to identify the position. So what you can do, you can this point, and you can basically add one point here, and you just move a couple of frames, and then you can basically just move this where this is in a first frame. So now we have now a 3D position for that point. And if you check in a 3D space, now we have this position here. So this is the position here. So that's how I did. I took a 4 point, and then as you can see, I have this 4 point setup here. If I disable, see, I have this 4 point, which is basically representing the angle of that windshield. So as you can see now, so they are moving. So based on that, I rotate my card and place it there. So this is pretty easy. And then I add a wireframe just to see when we combine these two together. And the lens distortion is coming from the camera tracker. I just use here unknown lens distortion. So after the camera track, I get the lens distortion also, which I use in the comp to do a re-distort. This is just a slap comp to see the match move. Same way in the side, I did some more tests to see how accurate my camera track is. So as you can see, in the first one, I did this stabilize test. So let me quickly walk through what I did here. So for the stabilized test, I first undistort the plate itself, and I did the black outside, and I did a projection. So the projection is I did on the same card, as you can see. So I use apply material, so I don't need to duplicate this plane again and again. I just for the test purpose. So I did apply material, and then I scan and render. So for the stabilize, if you are doing any stabilization in a 3D space using a camera, you are doing projection, right? So when you doing projection, make sure you add a frame hold in your render camera, in your scanner render, as you can see. So that way, if I view it here, now this shot is completely stabilized because the footage is moving, the camera also moving, but the render camera from scanner render is static. So we get very nice stabilization. As you can see, here to here it's stabilized. It's not moving like this from here to here. As you can see, just this is the first frame and this is the stabilized frame. So it's close because my reference frame is the 100, right? So as you can see, we get like vertical effect. As you can see now, the perspective is moving inside the car, but the car is completely stabilized. So the same way I did here, this is the Matchmove, the same setup here. For the Matchmove, I did a frame hold for this frame, the last frame, and for the Matchmove, make sure you added a frame hold to your project 3D, not for the render camera. So for render camera, we need animated camera, and for the stabilized one, we need a frame hold camera. So that way you did a stabilize and Matchmove in 3D. So now I added a lens distortion. As you can see now, single frame is match moving for the entire shot, and it's when you merge on the plate, it's matching 1:1, except the perspective, everything is matching, as you can see now. So this is how you can do basically the Matchmove and stabilize test I did here. And after that, I need to add some, for this plate I need to add some scratches, right? So I search on the Google to see which I can get. So these are the element I get, and this one I use in my previous tutorial when I made that video UV project. So in that one I use this element, and in this shot I use this one. As you can see, this is pretty good image. As you can see, we have all those details. So I use this one. This is a JPEG, so I use this one to build my entire comp. So as you can see, in this full comp we have two sections here, this one and this one. We will going to talk about this second one because the third one it's a similar thing. As you can see, if you check the script, this thing and this thing is the same. I just copy pasted for this second element, and this is the first element which is closer to the camera. So we will going to take a look at this one. So as you can see, in the first I have this element here itself, and I added a basically alpha with the expression, and I remove any unwanted stuff. So this highlight I want to remove, so I remove that, and I did this transformation. So basically whatever I don't need, I basically remove that using this thing. And again, whatever I don't need, I don't need the highlight, so I stencil this thing out, and again doing some grading to reducing this darkness in this scene. Again doing some more grading to remove some highlights. And in this one I basically did a mask, so that much I need. So this is my end mask. So now I have a proper alpha of this thing. Okay, in this here I did a reformat for my this final plate quality. If I show you, where is this plate? So this is the plate, and if I show you my projection frame 146, so this is the end frame, so I projected on this frame. So as you can see, after doing this roto, I did a crop and transformation, then reformat, right? Just disable these two things. So this is exactly same, right? Here from here to here I just did reformat to match my plate. Now what I did a merge like this, okay, in the side. Okay, because I want to project on this frame, so this frame need to be properly aligned in this area. So that is exactly what I did. I added a crop and just reposition to this area, right? So I have this here. Just for the reference, I merged it here, and after that I made an alpha for this car because we don't need this white alpha, we need this highlight and this transparent. For making alpha, what I did here, I did some different thing. This is my alpha. I made with keyer. Okay, and this highlight thing I merged it here in this one. Okay, that's a separate highlight part. And what I did here, I take alpha from A pipe and put it in a mask A. Okay, basically I made a separate channel, and I will tell you why I did that in this area. And in this area it's very similar what we see here in the top. So it's basically a Matchmove projection. So I will show you what I did here. So as you can see, I have this card here. So this is the same card what we saw in the beginning. So this is this card, and we are projecting this camera on this card using this frame and rendering through scanner render. But as you can see, I have another card, right? So this card is called actor placeholder. So if I'm going to show you the plate itself, right, you see we have this glass here, but this actor, the camera is focusing on him, right? when we adding a depth of field, we need to consider that we have to focus here so that our depth of field will be more accurate, right? So that is what I exactly did. I just eyeball it and place it this card. I assume this actor is sitting right here. If you view from camera, as you can see now, so I assume the actor is sitting here, so I place it this card just for the depth of field purpose. Okay, if I did that, so my alpha will messed up, right? So that's why in the top, if I just remove this one, so we have the solid alpha, right? And we don't but we need this alpha, right? This kind of alpha. That's why I put it the entire thing in a channel called mask.a, right? So this is a default channel. Nuke have that channel built in, so we just add that. So after that, after going through scanline render, after enabling this, so we have this alpha. So what I did, I added a one shuffle and just add this mask A to my alpha. Now I have proper alpha, and then I added this expression for that 1/z for the depth channel. So now I have proper alpha for this windshield, and now I have this depth channel. If I down this one, as you can see, we have this front plate and this is the actor plate, and this area we are going to use for focusing on. So when we focus here, we will get proper depth of field fall off from here to here. Okay, so that is the idea. So that's why I added this secondary plane, but here you can't see because we replace the alpha from here. So we just have this windshield and this alpha, right? That's it. And now after this thing, we are doing some color grading to make it look like warm, like this, as you can see. So what I did here, I just desaturate this entire thing because I don't need any color. I will add my own color. So in this one, as you can see in the plate, we have warm. So I added a warm color in this first grade. Okay, and then I work on the highlights. Okay, because the highlight part is very important for this one. As you can see, we have very nice range here. If I turn this off, as you can see, we have very good range. So we need to maintain all those range. So if I just show you this one now, as you can see, in this one we also have, but if I down, as you can see, everything is going dim. You don't have anything. But if I show you here, as you can see, we have this nice range, and this is not clamp. As you can see, we have this range, and I will show you why I added this blue color here. Okay, so as you can see, from here to here, as you can see, I added a range. I basically did a keyer. So as you can see, based on the brightness value, I made a mask. So as you can see, in this one, this and this, as you can see, this is very wide and this is very tight mask, as you can see, just for that bright highlights. Okay, so what I did, basically I just grade accordingly using this thing. And this third one, as you can see, in this one I added I first of all boosted. If I down this one, you can see I boosted that much. I desaturated a bit and I added a blue, because if you check here, we have this blue, right? This light is hitting in this and we see the reflection is blue. It's not a warm, right? So that's why I added this color, this blue color here. And this is the overall grade. I just basically did 0.7. I reduced this overall. So this is the windshield now. And then what we did, I basically used this plate to add this interactive light. So if I play, as you can see, this light is moving, right, in this plate. So it's moving, so we need to add that. So what I did, I clamp this one. I don't need this highlight, and then I blur this one. So off this, see, this is pure white. I only need a color, so I add a clamp, and then I did a plus, and then I pre-mold. And make sure in your output set to RGB in your mask, otherwise your alpha will messed up. If I did the default one, as you can see, your alpha getting white. So we need original alpha. So from here to here, same alpha, and then we can do pre-mult. Okay, because here in the top we just added a alpha, right? There is no pre-mult here. So after color grading all that stuff, we did a pre-mult. So we get this, right? And then I did a mask. I will show you what I did for the mask. So for the mask, let's first disable this thing and disable everything, and let's see this directly. And this one also, this one let's disable, just to show you what is the thing is here. Okay, so as you can see now, this is look like this when we merge and do a pre-mult here, and this is with the mask. So this is the crack will look like. Okay, let's see the mask option. So for creating a mask for this car, as you can see, so this is the actual roto, as you can see. So it's properly animated, and to create this kind of mask I use 3D system. I take the full advantage what I already have in I already track this in, right? In we have a camera and we have the geo, all the stuff. So what I did basically, I did the same thing. I projected on this one, and then I UV unwrap this entire thing. Okay, I projected on the same plane. Okay, I did UV unwrap. Now basically we have completely stabilized UV unwrap this card, right? And the advantage of using this thing is what I did basically, I did a roto here in this frame. So if I disable this remove, as you can see, I did a roto. Okay, I animated where I want. Okay, and then I add this remove to basically remove this footage, and this is my roto in UV space now. Okay, so after that I apply this on the same card, as you can see now, and then I render this through scanner render using a render camera. In the first one I have a UV space, right? So converted to UV space, did my roto on UV space and apply the same UV texture on a card, the same card, and then render through scanner render. Now you have your animated roto on the way. As you can see, it's basically it's like you get a free motion. As you can see, it's properly doing a roto. And after that I added a remove and added a crop, animated crop, just to save some space, as you can see. And that's it. And then I added a lens distortion. Basically I'm doing undistort here because in the end I'm doing distortion. So, and then I did a roto, I did a mask using that. And let me pause here. And now for the defocus is very interesting. So for that, as you can see, we can use this bokeh. But if you check the plate, see this plate have very nice, very unique bokeh shape here, as you can see. And we also have this chromatic aberration, so we need to add that, all these things. So what I did here, for that we can grab a bokeh from plate. So I did a frame hold and I did a crop, as you can see. I don't know which area I did. Let me disable. Yeah, see, as you can see, I took it this one. I took it some yeah, see, from here I took it this area and I basically crop it, and after cropping I just do a reformat. So I have this bokeh shape. Okay, then I did a reformat, and in the ZT focus, as you can see, if I show you, so first of all in ZT focus, add your depth channel. Okay, and secondly I use your input and use input as channel, so it will use this filter. Okay, and secondly in the beginning I show you I added the second plane to get proper focal point. So as you can see, I focus it here, and in the ZT focus also, if I view it here and if I show you this focal plane setup, as you can see, I focus it here and I also animated this focus. So it's focus here, and then we get properly gradually defocus area like this. Okay, so if I show you the final result, as you can see, we get more defocus here and less here, as you can see. And this is exactly what happening in the plate also. If you check the plate, we get more big bokeh here and very small bokeh here. So if I show you this now with the merge, as you can see, we get very nice depth of field, and the bokeh also matching with the plate. As you can see, this is a plate one, this is my one, so it's very close. Okay, and the second, and after that I created some channels here for that matte. For that, as you can see, using this inject channel node, creating this glass matte. I will show you where I use that. Okay, and after that I did a pre-com, so I'm just switching to pre-com. Okay, and after that there is some lens effects. So I added a chromatic aberration based on the shot. So I use this AP chroma, so you can use this one, it's pretty good. And as I said, the lens distortion, so we did a re-distortion, as you can see, re-distorting, and then added a grain using a dash grain. So if I zoom in a bit, you will see the grain amount. It's very subtle, but it's there. It's very hard to show you the grain. As you can see, hopefully you can see the difference here. So using a dash grain, I don't have a neat video, so I just did a Nuke denoiser and then I added this grain on the top, and then I merged with the plate. So as you can see, so this is the comp. If I switch to this one, so same way I added this back one. See this back side, you can see the parallax from this side to this side. So the back one is this one. Okay, so if I show you this one, so this is the back, so this is the window one, so the car door, and here they are merging together on top. So, and after that everything is merging here, right? And I have a little setup here. So this is just for the distortion purpose, because if you check this one, we have this light and we have this ring, right? But there is no crack here, that's why they are so perfect. But when you add a crack, you need to add some breakups, otherwise to look very smooth. So that is what exactly I did. I use this like this channel, and using a PXF distort to distort this, only this part. I did a roto and only isolate this area, as you can see here, and all that stuff, and put it in the mask input. As you can see now, I distorted very minimum, but it's get the job done. And here we get this effect, as you can see. So, and the same way, the same setup is applied here also. The same way in this one, as you can see, this roto technique is work really well here. As you can see, the projection, UV unwrap. So this is the UV unwrap pass, and I did roto based on that. As you can see, bunch of rotos. So it's basically remove the perspective, so you can do a proper roto and projection, and we have this nice roto on the fly. And then I use this one to mask out this area. This is the comp now. So if you have any questions, please let me know. And this is the comp, and I will share this entire thing, so you can check that out. So if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment below. So again, so this is the breakdown of this comp. So this is like a very common compositing task, so which I want to show you how I did this one in Nuke, and what is my process, and what is my technique is all about for comping shot like this. Try your own, add any scratch or anything in this plate, and see how you can improve your shot. And please let me know if this is helpful, if you can understand the process and all that what I show in this video. And I hope you learned something, and let me know in the comment what do you want in the next video. I will try to make it. And thank you for watching, and we will see you in a very next one. Have a great day.